Chapter 1, The Zombie Pony, Green Amaranth. Story, Zombie Pony. By Zeperto 678. Somewhere in a forest, someone groaned. Ugh, what happened? And why am I in a forest? Questioned a male voice. He noticed that his voice sounded different. What the? Why does my voice sound different? He questioned. It sounds weird. He got up off of the ground, but then he suddenly fell back down. Oof, he shouted. That was strange. Why did I fall back down? He turned to look behind himself to see some pony's hind legs attached to him instead of his regular, human legs. He was calm and turned away, but then a few seconds later, he quickly turned his head back and saw that they were pony legs. What the? He questioned. He started looking himself over. He was confused. I'm some sort of zombie pony, he wondered. He was confused for a while before realizing something as he recognized some of the physical traits of his body. Oh, no. I've not just become any zombie pony, he said. I've become my zombie pony OC, Green Amaranth. How could this happen? He then remembered something. Something like this happened in some of those My Little Pony fanfic stories I've read. There were humans who were turned into ponies and were dumped into, he said, realizing. He started freaking out as he realized where he was. No, 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 no. This is not possible, he shouted. Not possible at all. I'm in Equestria. And this isn't just any forest, I'm in the Everfree forest itself. This is the worst place to be in the entire show. While a part of him was excited that there was a chance that he could meet some of his favorite characters, a big part of him did not like being both a zombie and a pony. He groaned in frustration. Ugh, if I had known that this was going to happen, I would have created a different OC like an alicorn or something that could fly so I could be out of this forest, he complained. Either something with wings, or something with fingers, like a dragon, diamond dog, whatever. Can't believe this. Few minutes later. After complaining for a while about how he wished he was a different creature than what he currently was, the now pony sighed. He gave up the fact that there was nothing he could do to change his current situation. Oh, well. There's no more use in crying over something I couldn't prevent, said the pony. For now, I'll need to find the nearest civilization. He looked down at one of his legs, grimacing as he saw the bone. Even if I do find civilization, my appearance will scare everyone there. I bet they'll confuse me for some evil undead or something, said the pony. He started laughing suddenly. Oh, man. Wouldn't that be funny, he said. All those ponies running around scared because of a misunderstanding. After a few seconds of him laughing, he then started crying as his mood went from happy to sad. Then I'll be treated like I'm some sort of monster. After that, the princesses will probably want me eliminated, or worse, imprisoned in Tartarus, complained the pony. To make things worse, he couldn't cry right now because his tear ducts weren't working as there was no fluid in them since he's dead. So instead, he had his eyes closed and was making sobbing noises. Few minutes later. After crying for some time while bemoaning his own fate, he finally finished. Crying would only further anger and annoy him, and it was wasting time he could have spent escaping the forest. He sighed. Can't do anything to change the past or how ponies will react to me, he said. For now, civilization. He looked around, trying to decide which direction he should walk in. After figuring out which direction is which, the pony chose to go north, and started trotting in the direction. Well, he tried to, but with some difficulty since Green Amaranth was new to this body. So, I need a name for myself. After all, if there is a chance that there are some ponies who aren't afraid of me, I'll need to tell them my name if they ask, he thought. Unfortunately, there aren't any ponies in Equestria with human names. Should I use my ox name, or should I make a temporary new name for myself? He thought about it for a while before he came to a decision. In the show, there were lots of ponies that had names that were or weren't related to their special talent. Maybe I should try and think up some pony names for myself before deciding, he thought. Green Amaranth's special talent was that he was knowledgeable when it came to minerals, and that he was talented at molecular gastronomy. The reason that's his special talent was that that's what he himself was good at back when he was human. When he had created his OC, he had decided to make that be Green Amaranth's special talent. There has to be a name that will work well for me. I just need to find one, he thought. He then started thinking up pony names that have to do with science, minerals, and molecular gastronomy. At the same time, he needed to adapt to being a pony by moving on all fours and not trip and fall onto his face. Few minutes later. After a while of trotting and thinking up tons of names, the zombie couldn't find any that worked well with either his form or special talent. I guess I'll have to use my ox name as my own name for now. It'll have to do until I find a way back home, he thought. Green Amaranth shook his head. Man, I still can't believe I'm in Equestria. Just a while ago, I was watching TV with Anna, and then suddenly, I'm here. Pretty crazy. He thought about how he ended up there. The last thing Green Amaranth remembers was that he and his 15-year-old cousin, Anna, were hanging out in her family's living room, eating lunch while watching the newest and last episode of Season 6 of MLP finish airing on TV. Once it had ended, he had felt disappointed that he had to wait until next year for Season 7 to air. Green Amaranth was about to talk to Anna about the episode, but then the next thing he knew, he had suddenly blacked out. After that, Green Amaranth had found himself waking up in the forest as his own OC. Now that I think about it, what brought me here to Equestria in the first place? Was it some sort of magical portal or something, he questioned. Also, is Anna doing okay? After all, if he was brought to Equestria, then there was a chance that so was Anna since she was right next to him when he had disappeared. Green Amaranth's train of thought was interrupted as he saw something up ahead. What is that? Questioned Green Amaranth. He trotted over to it. Once Green Amaranth arrived, he saw that it was a bunny. It was laying on its side, weakened and close to dying. He felt bad for it. Oh, you poor thing. I wish there was a way to save you, said Green Amaranth. He suddenly had an idea. It was weird, but it would save the bunny's life. Green Amaranth put a bit of his own right hoof into the exposed hole in his left hoof, and then he dug around a little. When he brought his hoof out, there was a little bit of blood on it. Green Amaranth had turned the bunny over onto its back with his other hoof. He held his hoof in front of the bunny's mouth. Here, have some of this. It should help you, said Green Amaranth. The bunny opened her eyes and saw the blood on his hoof. She then opened her mouth and started licking at the blood. Green Amaranth knew that once she ingests his blood, she'll become infected and turn into a zombie. After a while, the bunny's body suddenly started twitching as Green Amaranth's blood was quickly working its way through her system. He stayed by the bunny's side as it began to change.